just in, is Glamlite now officially teasing the Bratz collection? Is Jeffree Star Cosmetics making a comeback to mainstream beauty news? And finally, is MAC Cosmetics going to be featured inside Sephora? Y'all, we have all that and more in this week's new makeup releases. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome to today's new makeup release Sunday, where we sit back, relax, and we talk about all the new makeup that has been announced and sneak peek, as well as some industry news. So for today's top stories, of course, I want to talk about Glamlite. Now, I believe it was sometime last year, Giselle had posted a picture to her stories. I think it was her stories, but she posted a picture of her standing next to some Bratz doll, pretty much indicating that she was going to do a Bratz collection. Then, several weeks ago, she posted this to her broadcast channel over on Instagram, indicating that a Bratz collection is literally on the horizon. And now she actually ended up posting this right here, saying that she has a special launch coming on November 7th into state. She has a special announcement coming on November 7th. Either it's an announcement or it's a launch. So stay tuned. It'll be happening on November 7th. And I'm pretty much going to be assuming it is going to be their Bratz collection. Now, do I know what this entails? No, I actually have no idea what type of Bratz collection this is going to be. Is it going to be an eyeshadow palette? Is it going to be lip kits? What is it going to be? I'm definitely really excited to find out. Now, I also recently told you guys that the Saw collection had completely sold out. Well, it did come back in stock. I unfortunately did not get the PR collection. However, besties, I did buy the eyeshadow palette. I bought the eyeshadow palette because I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm getting this in PR. I'm not really sure what's really going on. So I'm just going to buy the palette because I at least want to have the palette for my own collection. So I did buy it. And whenever it comes in, I'm definitely going to be doing a little mini review for you guys, whether it's like a short or whatnot, because I definitely am going to be doing a updated Glamlite ranking palette video. You guys really love the one I did last year. So I figured I'd do it again this year, where we rank all I think 50 something Glamlite palettes that I have. I pretty much own everything from this brand minus 2 palettes, and I definitely love doing those ranking videos. You guys love to see them, so best believe I will be doing that soon as that palette comes in. But yes, I did see Giselle teasing this over on her stories, and I was like, okay, a Bratz collection is coming. Now I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think this collection is going to entail? Do you think it's going to be an eyeshadow palette? Do you think it's going to be some lip kits, some blushes, some highlighters? What do you guys think Glamlite's going to do in terms of Bratz? Now, I never played with Bratz. I never played with the Bratz dolls. They were a little bit after my time. I grew up playing with Barbies, and I love Barbies. But by the time Bratz dolls came out, I had already graduated from the Barbie phase, and I was moving into my teenage phase. So I never really played with Bratz dolls. I also thought they had really big heads. So I was a little creeped out by them. But I genuinely want to know what you guys think this collection has to hold. I'm excited to see it. And as soon as I know more information about this collection, you guys can best believe I will let you guys know. And if for some reason it happens to launch this week without me even telling you guys about it, just know you guys can use code Allie D to save you guys 15% off. Now, for our next story, I have not talked about this brand in a very long time. I have not looked at this brand in a very long time, yet somehow it popped up on Trend Mood's page. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely shocked because I have not seen Trend Mood talk about Jeffree Star Cosmetics in a very, very, very long time. Now, I'm not oblivious. I'm not an idiot. I know that Jeffree Star goes live on TikTok every damn day. I'm not kidding. I don't follow him, but I'm just kind of scrolling through. He pops up on just that pops up on that live page. You just get people's random lives. You're like, who the fuck is this? And that's where he pops up. He's just consistently live, and I'm always not interested. But yeah, somehow he ends up popping up. I never see his brand, but yeah, I see him. And so I was shocked when I saw the Trend Mood post about Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Because one, I had no idea that he was still launching makeup, but two, I don't know. No one ever talks about him or his brand anymore. I have not seen any YouTuber in a very long time talk about his brand, nor do any of my people that I follow over on TikTok that do beauty content talk about his brand. So this was definitely shocking to see. But it looks like, according to Trend Mood, again, kind of shocking to see him on this page, just because, like I said, it's been a very long time. But it looks like he's going to be releasing a Night Owl collection. It says, step into the inside dark forest fantasy inspired by the magic, wisdom, and spirit of the owl. It's going to come with an artistry palette, 3 lip arousals. What is that? Of 5 velour eye crayons, magic star eye patches, and a 6-piece eyeshadow brush set, also sold individually. It'll be launching on November 7th, and I'm kind of curious to see what the what the comment section says. So, wow, a lot of people in the comment section are not being nice. They're saying, what in the makeup revolution is this? Someone's saying, no. Another one person saying, so anyways. Another person's like, now why in the hell? And everyone's like, I liked it until I realized who the brand was. A lot of people are just, someone said, I just can't. I stopped buying from this brand at least 4 years ago. I do not support him as a person. I refuse to give my hard-earned money to someone like this. Following Trend Mood for years, and I have not seen Trend Mood post about Jeffree Star Cosmetics in a very long time. So to see this on my page, I was genuinely really shocked. And I will say, looking at the collection as a whole, taking away from him as a person, I don't think it looks pretty. Like, it does kind of look like a Makeup Revolution launch. Now, I'm not going to knock anybody who still supports his brand, and that's on you. I will never, ever, ever judge someone for how they choose to spend their hard-earned money. Just know I personally don't support him, but I'm never going to judge you if you still do. I will say, just as someone who is not a fan of him, the palette just, I don't know, it doesn't scream Jeffree Star Cosmetics. At least to me, it doesn't. But again, it's been a long time. I couldn't even tell you all the other palettes he's launched, but I don't think it's pretty. And if I still supported him, I probably would pass on this launch. Speaking of a brand that I have not shopped in a very long time, but it just officially got announced that MAC is coming to Sephora. Now, when I saw this news, I was like, where would they be placed inside Sephora? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, at least like the several Sephoras are near me. Where would they be placed? Would they have a whole section? Would they have an end cap? Are they going to be online exclusive? I'm genuinely really curious as to why this move is happening. Now, it does say right here that this brand has been available inside the Sephora's at Canada and the UK. So it's about time that they're coming here to the US. They're going to be available starting in 2026 at Sephora, and then the Sephora inside Kohl's. Now, I want to know what made MAC Cosmetics make this move. Now, I believe it was like last year, 2 years ago or something like that. MAC officially joined, Ulta Beauty, and now they seem to be coming to Sephora. And I think maybe the biggest reason for it, I don't say they become obsolete, but I feel like a lot of people just don't really shop MAC Cosmetics anymore. At least no one I know shops MAC Cosmetics anymore. Now, I know they have a standalone store at my malls and over at Disney Springs, but whenever I pass by any of the MAC stores, it's always empty. I never see anybody inside there. And I'm not saying their makeup is shitty, because it's definitely not, but it's just one of those brands I don't know. I feel like it was like such a 2015, 2016 brand. I feel like that's just kind of where they're at. They make nothing revolutionary to me. They make nothing exciting to me. Their products are decent, but they're not what they once were, at least to me. I think it's just I kind of grown and evolved, and I kind of expanded my taste, and I just realized that MAC was not the end all be all anymore. And I feel like they're trying to capture a new audience. I'm sure if they're inside Sephora, they might be more accessible to people who maybe not want to shop online or don't have a MAC store near them. So I can see it being a smart business move on their end. They're trying to definitely expand and continue to grow their business. I just really want to know how this is going to affect them overall. Is this going to bring in more sales, or do you think ultimately we'll end up seeing MAC leave Sephora? They have the funds for it. They definitely do. But I want to know from you guys. Are you guys excited to see MAC Cosmetics inside Sephora? I mean, now you guys can save 20% off during the Sephora savings event. You guys can use your discounts. Like, you guys can use gift cards on there. So like it does have its benefits, but I just want to know, what do you guys think about MAC coming inside Sephora? I just realized what I just said. MAC Cosmetics going inside Sephora. I'm such a child. Wow, Allie, way to show your maturity. Okay, so moving on. Those are the top stories this week. Now we're going to talk about all the new makeup that has been announced and sneak peek. But first off, I want to let you guys know that the Sephora savings event is officially live as of right now. If you are a Rouge member, you guys can save 20% off using the code EVERYTHING in store and online. Everybody will save 30% off the Sephora collection. And if you are a VIB or a Beauty Insider, your sale starts on November 4th. You guys can save anywhere between 15 to 10%. You guys can go ahead and sign up for that right now if you guys are not a member. It's completely free to join their beauty program. And I'm not saying that you guys have to go run out and buy stuff just because there's a sale. I personally bought stuff because, one, I just had a birthday. So I was pretty blessed by some friends in my life that gave me gift cards to Sephora, because that's the one thing I only asked for. I was like, I want gift cards to Sephora so I can use that to buy a lot of my goodies during the Sephora sale. So a majority of what I bought, I got to use from gift cards, which I'm so beyond grateful for. And then two, I saved like another $100 off her previous paychecks to buy everything else. So I do have a pretty big Sephora haul coming. I have already half of it sitting in front of me because I use that with all my gift cards. The other half is coming on Tuesday. So just stay tuned to that. But don't feel obligated to buy stuff. Like, truly do not feel obligated to buy stuff. It's my job to buy stuff. But I also bought a lot of restocks I've been wanting to buy up. I also bought a lot of restocks that I use in my everyday life, especially since I work at Disney. I'm consistently putting on makeup. So I definitely had to buy some restocks and some holy grails that are my personal favorite. But if you guys do feel like shopping the sale, I do have my recommendation video live right now. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. But again, do not feel obligated just because there is a sale. So with that said, guys, now we're going to talk about this week's new makeup releases that have been announced in sneak peek. The first one I want to talk about is actually from SheGlam. So you guys know I don't buy anything from SheGlam. I don't support SheGlam, and the amount of times that they reach out to me and Temu reach out to me, I consistently ignore their emails because I get tagged with like 300 other people, and I'm like, why do you guys do that? Learn how to do BCC, not CC. It's so irritating. But they're releasing a brand new buttery bling highlight sticks. Now these retail for $7.59, and it's going to deliver the same silky smooth blurry texture you've grown to love, now infused with moisturizing benefits. It's going to be dewy, buildable, and compact. It will have a satin finish with a radiant glow, and it's going to be a multi-use highlighter that you use for your eyes, your lips, body, and face. Now there's going to be quite a few different shades. They're also going to be launching their buttery buff contour and bronzer stick for $6.89 as well. There'll be quite a few shades on that, and I've seen so many different like big influencers review this brand. They say how much I love it, but for me it's such an easy pass. But if you like SheGlam, you love the makeup, this will be coming very soon if you guys want to check that out. Up next, I saw this eyeshadow palette and I was like, that looks really pretty. But Gimme Glow Cosmetics is releasing a new tie down to earth eyeshadow palette. Now this is going to be a 24 pan palette which is like 6 mini palettes with one huge palette, but make them work all together. So it's going to be 6 mini ones kind of coming together. And I will say this palette is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful, definitely down to earth eyeshadow palette. You're going to be a cool tone, muted, earthy greens, browns, and a little bit of gold shimmers in there. It looks absolutely stunning. I don't know what the price point of this is going to be, but I definitely like to check this palette out. I have not bought anything from Gimme Glow Cosmetics since their Juicy Olive palette. I think it's the last thing I ever bought from the brand, and that was years ago. I mean, I was talking about living in my 1-bedroom apartment at the time when I bought that palette. So I don't really remember the quality of this brand. So I'm really curious to see what this one's about. If you guys want me to check it out, let me know in the comments below. Up next, Ulta just announced that Amica is officially coming to Ulta. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought Amica was already there. Was it not? I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to seeing Amica. Isn't it at Ulta Beauty inside my Target? I swear it is. Is it? Isn't it? Okay, maybe it's just because I see Amica everywhere. I see it at Sephora. I swore I saw it at Ulta. I swore I see it at Target. I definitely see it at TJ Maxx. But it's officially been announced that Amica is officially coming to Ulta Beauty. Not only online, but also in stores. You can now shop the products, feel them in use, and have your own personal shopping experience with them. I wonder if anyone else feels the same way that me. Oh my god, one of the comments says, I'm finally free from Sephora. Amica was the only item that would go to Sephora, so I could see the items in person when they're newly released. Then I would go and order directly from Amica for them. I'm very excited for this. You guys have no idea how long I've been wishing for this. That's actually really exciting. Okay, yeah, everybody's really excited about this. Like I said, I'm an idiot, I swear. But it says it's officially coming on December 1st. I really do like Amica. They do not have my favorite dry shampoo. I kind of feel like their dry shampoo is a little lackluster, but I do love their hair body mist. Fantastic. Their soul food hair mask, fantastic. Shampoo and conditioner, fantastic. But the dry shampoo is something I find to be a little lackluster. But they're officially coming to Ulta Beauty if you guys are a fan on December 1st. Up next, it looks like Rare Beauty is doing a collaboration with Besis? Alexa, how do you say BEIS?
Okay, but which language do you want me to translate to?
English. Alexa, pronounce BEIS.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
Okay, well, you're AI. You're supposed to. Okay, Basis. I don't know. is not helping me today. But this is going to be, bases, pieces. All I know is that if you guys ever seen the show Pretty Little Liars, there's a character, or there's an actor named Shay Mitchell. I believe this is actually her brand. And anyway, they're teaming up with Rare Beauty to create a beautiful accessory collection. So it says a collection of cosmetic accessories inspired by one of Rare's most beloved shades, worn blush in a rose hue. This can include 3 designs. It's going to include the large cosmetic pouch for $74, the makeup brush pouch for $24, and the blush case for $28. This is available as of November 3rd. It looks super cute. I'm going to pass on this just because I don't need to have like accessories like this. Like I have too many different makeup bags as it is. I don't need to add any more. But if you guys love that brand, like that suitcase luggage brand, this is a really cute collaboration. Really pretty color too. So just want to let you guys know about that. Up next, it looks like Skims is doing a collaboration with Tangled Teasers. So it says Tangled Teasers Ultimate Detangler meets Skin's iconic colorways. Designed for use on wet hair and in the shower, the Ultimate Detangler effortlessly slips through your hair. The patented 2-tiered teeth technology is gentle on vulnerable shower fresh hair, meaning less breakage. So it's just going to come in like 4 different shades with Skims. I don't get it. I don't get the collaboration at all. Why? It's like when Skims did the hairy pubic underwear. People bought it. It's sold out. You could just grow that shit for free. You could literally your body provides it to you naturally. Why do you need to buy it? Some things I never understand. And this is one of them. Who wants to? I mean, they're pretty color brushes, but that's just an easy pass. Up next, YSL just revealed 2 new mini clutch eyeshadow palettes. The first one's going to be the shade, the palette 500, which is going to be these really beautiful blue shades. And the second one's going to be 740, which is going to be these really pretty pink shades. Now, I kind of looked this way and that way when YSL released the blue tint. I was like, YSL doing colorful palettes like this? Are they okay? Because like they tend to stick to very neutral colors. So for them to do just a blue eyeshadow palette, I was like, oh, okay. I do think the pink one's really pretty. I think the pink one's gonna be perfect for like an everyday use. Not gonna lie, that one's actually really pretty. The blue one, she's cute too. But I'm gonna probably pass on these because I really do like the mini clutches. They're really nice, but they also retail for $65. And I already have a lot of these shades on the palette. So that for me, this is it's an easy pass. Up next, Old Navy Beauty just dropped some sneak peeks to their new beauty line. It says Old Navy is the first brand within the Gap Inc. to expand into beauty and accessories. The line will include body lotions, body wash, hair and body mist, each coming in 5 gourmand and floral scents such as Vanilla Crush, Amber Vibe, and more. The price is going to range from $7.99 to $16.99. It says other brands will be merchandised at Old Navy. To start are Garnier, Pathology, Nivea, Mixin Skin, Self, SPH Beauty, Mario Badescu, Elf Cosmetics, Neutrogena, Skin Gym, Tony Moly, and more. That's a lot of freaking shades. So if you guys are a fan of Old Navy, just know this is the first little sneak peek that we have from them. I will say I actually do enjoy Old Navy. They offer amazing work clothes at such an affordable cost, and they're just such an easy brand to shop at. So it's kind of cool to see them kind of branching into beauty accessories. When I did talk about this before, you guys let me know that this is nothing new to them. They have done this before, but I definitely think they wanted to step back and kind of reevaluate, reinvent their stuff. And I think they're going to do pretty well with this. If I had to guess, I'd like this to do pretty well. Up next, it looks like Byredo has a new eyeshadow palette on the market. They're going to be launching the new Vesuvu eyeshadow palette. This is going to be 18 color eyeshadow palette, buildable and blendable powder cream shades, delivering intense color payoff, lasting for 12 hours for $115. No way. No, that's an absolute no for me. And it looks like it's all shimmers. Now, I know they came out with like a library palette not too long ago. I passed on it, but it seems that they're going to be rolling out with an all shimmer palette. They look really pretty. I mean, it looks like there's maybe 1 or 2 mattes, but they look like they're all shimmers. So for me, I haven't tried much on this brand, but this one, it's an easy pass. Next, I actually was sent this from Point Click Vibes, and I was so giddy when I saw this. So I was like, oh, because they know that I'm a reader. But it says Onyx Storm Romantasy perfume set. So it says enter enter your romantasy era with this limited edition discovery set inspired by Onyx Storm in the Fourth Wing universe, which is so funny because I actually just met Rebecca Yarros when I went to RomantasyCon, and meeting her was so cool. She signed my Fourth Wing book, and then I got to go to the Disney event, and I got to see her talk all about what we can expect for book 4 and book 5. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge avid reader. I read every single day, and I actually got my degree in creative writing, and I've done so much with it. But I absolutely do love romantasy. So this is actually kind of iconic. This came out just now, but it says, featuring 5 memorizing scents in 1.5 milliliter vials, each captures a different side of passion, power, and fantasy. From indigo smoke's dragonfire intensity to Coir's noir, soft resilience, and get a room undeniable chemistry, each sprit tells its own story. Passion brings a rose and patchouli romance to life. Ooh, I hate rose smell though. And it says, while few burns with vanilla, leather, and fury, perfect for fans who want to smell like their favorite Empyrean novel. So I don't know who this brand is, but I'm so curious about this. This looks like this would be a lot of fun. I would definitely want to smell this and possibly pick this up because this is definitely up my alley. So 2 Point Click vibes. Thank you so much for sharing this with me because this was like, this is kind of iconic. Up next, looks like Salt New York teamed up with Hannah Louise Poston to create a desaturated grungy multi-shade palette. It says Hannah created her dream bronze sculpt / radiant multi-use cream palette with desaturated grungy tones. Select single shades or pick up quads of light, medium, or deep complexions. Now the single shades are the single bronzer / radiant pans will be $16. The pan sets are going to retail for $64, and pan quad sets with a holder retail for $84. I do actually have a code with Salt New York. It's code Allie 10, I believe, to save you guys 10% off. I really do enjoy this brand. It's a really, I really do enjoy the brand. I really do enjoy the foundations I've tried, the creamers, the concealers I've tried, the bronzers, the blushes, the highlighters. It's a really, really nice brand. I learned a lot from Kiki, who is the owner of Salt New York, when I met Kiki in New Orleans for a Creator and Friends event, and I really enjoyed this brand. So congratulations to the two. I'm definitely going to have to check this out. Up next, it looks like NYX Cosmetics is releasing a Jelly Job full-bodied shine gloss. That's kind of a tongue twister of a word, but it says, get full body shine for volumized looking lips. Lightweight formula includes cherry oil and peptides, and it's cherry scented. Well, you kind of lost me there. But Jelly Job, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? It just like it's going to be just another gloss on the market. Probably nothing revolutionary. I'm going to go ahead and pass because it's cherry scented. You guys already know how I feel about cherry scented things. But I'm so curious why they have named it Jelly Job. Jelly Job. Jelly Job. Jelly Job. I don't know. But this is going to be available as of, I think now. This will be coming soon if you guys do want to check that out. Speaking of coming soon, it looks like CoverGirl is releasing a new True Blend Skin Enhancer Luminous Baked Blush and Bronzer. These are going to retail for $12.99, and it's going to be multi-dimensional luminous finish. Comes in 4 blushes and 4 bronzer shades. It blends into the skin seamlessly, forming a white rose extract and hyaluronic acid. Now, I kind of have like one of those love-hate relationships with CoverGirl. Their complexion products, I'm not a fan of. Like personally, I hated the bronzer stick, the highlighter stick. I did not care for the foundation. I did not care for that weird 2-in-1 gritty primer foundation. It was the weirdest thing. I did not care for that. But then their lip products, the Clean Yummy Skin line, so good. The mascara, so good. So I don't understand what it is about CoverGirl that I truly just have a love-hate relationship. Their lip products and their their lip products and the mascara, fantastic. Everything else, not my favorite. So I may check this out. We shall see. Okay, so up next, it looks like Simply Posh Cosmetics is going to be releasing their holiday palette called the Gingerbread Bakery. This is the Swedish treat arriving in time for the holiday season. This 18-pan palette features all sugar and spice you need to create for a fun, festive look. The color story includes a perfect blend of sweet pastels and warm spice hues, and we cannot wait to share the full reveal with you. So I actually can be fully transparent. I actually just got this in PR. Now, I don't have any discount codes or anything with Simply Posh Cosmetics, but they did send this my way. I did take a sneak peek at it. It is super cute. So as soon as I can reveal it to you guys, I absolutely will, because you guys know I have such a soft spot for holiday palettes. Anything Halloween and Christmas palettes, I get super excited for. I love collecting them. So I definitely think this one will be one that you guys are fully interested in seeing as well, because it's really, really cute. And if you guys can see this picture right here, The color story is going to look very similar to what you guys are seeing. Speaking of holiday palettes, Nomad Cosmetics just revealed their brand new Christmas palette, and I believe this is called Christkindlmark. This is going to be a German-inspired, this be a traditional German holiday-inspired palette. Now, I already have a view live on my channel if you guys do want to check it out. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off. It's going to retail for $49.99, and they're going to be giving away cute little holiday goodies at launch. If anyone who buys this palette, it'll be launching on Monday, November 3rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will say it's a really, really cute palette. Is it the most wowing Christmas palette that I played with? No, but it is really cute. Unfortunately for me, I'm not very aware of the tradition that this palette's supposed to represent. So I don't really know about the cool like Christkindlmark traditions with like all the stuff that they would describe, but it looks really cool. It looks really pretty. I've been to Oktoberfest at Epcot. I've experienced that, but I've not experienced this. I really want to. It sounds like a lot of fun, but if you guys are really into the Christmas holiday spirits, if you guys want to get Christmas palettes, I definitely recommend checking out the Nomad one. And finally, Question Beauty just revealed their brand new Volume 3 Gardens of the Lagoon eyeshadow palette. Now, I definitely am going to be getting this palette. This palette looks really beautiful. I love the Land and Sea palette. I love like the autumn spring palette, and now we have the Gardens of the Lagoon palette. Now, this is going to retail for $69, and it says that this is going to be a limited edition underwater fantasy palette where icy meets luminous colors and shimmers drifts like jellyfish in motion. Now, I do have a discount code. Now, I do have a code with Question Beauty. I believe it's just code Allie. Allie 15, Allie 10. I have a lot of codes. They all like to change. If you guys do want to pick this palette up, they did say this. They were going to send this to me in PR. So as soon as I get this in, I will happily do a review for you guys. I really enjoyed this brand. I tried this brand for the first time this past year. Their quality really surprised me. I actually ranked their Land and Sea palette as the #1 palette that I tried this year so far, and I still am kind of sticking to it. So this palette is definitely really beautiful, and though it's supposed to be like a jellyfish themed palette, it definitely has some winter hues to it as well. Really pretty, and I really love their chapter series. But that, my most beautiful friends, is it for this week's new makeup releases. Let me know what I talked down below that you guys are most excited about. For me personally, I think it's definitely the Glamlite Bratz collection. It is the Sephora sale. It's the Question Beauty palette. It's the Simply Posh palette. It's all holiday palettes, and I'm really, really excited to check out this holiday season. I love a good Christmas holiday palette. They're always so much fun. But that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.